Hello, my lovelies. What's up and welcome back. Welcome to yet another video. Here we are again. And this time for my February eyeshadow palette extravaganza. February is done. I feel like sometimes I say, can't believe we're in another month. Here we are with this video again. And I have felt for the month of February, for such a short month, and I think I said this last year too, it has been very long. So yes, kind of hard to believe we're in March, but it's a long month for me. Let me know if the same was for you. But we've got a lot to go through because I got several palettes during the month of February, and I kind of just want to go through those with you, show you what I picked up during the month, and kind of give you little mini reviews as I typically do on most of these because I've pretty much used all but one. So if you're interested in seeing which palettes I picked up during the month of February, see if they're right for you, kind of just, you know, check them out and see how they even worked for me. Then just keep on watching. Alrighty, you guys. So let's start off with this bad boy right here. This is the Marc Jacobs 790 Fantascene. If you've already watched my Marshall's TJ Maxx haul, then you know that I picked this bad boy up at Marshall's, which it's rare that I find this kind of thing at my local Marshall's and TJ Maxx. I just never hit it at the right time, or we don't get much, or who knows. But they had a few of these and I was like, okay, let me kind of just check the Sephora website. You know, I don't like to buy a whole lot that I wouldn't otherwise buy at Sephora, because if not, it's just a waste of money. So when I saw that this was still full price on Sephora's website, and it's one that I would consider picking up even at full price, I was like, okay. I really enjoyed the cherry one for holiday, and so, you know, I think that also kind of gave me the little extra boost to want to pick it up. But this is part of the coconut collection. So it does have that white packaging that you're used to seeing, like with the bronzer, and this is what it looks like. Now, it does look, yes, this looks another neutral palette as I stumble over my words, but there's something about it that really drew me in, especially these neutrals right here, because they have that pinky rosy tone, and my eyes went directly to this shade here. So I am wearing this palette on my eyes today, and I can sincerely tell you that this palette is so, so good. I really did not anticipate, I thought I was really gonna like it. I didn't anticipate loving it as much as I do. The neutrals in this palette, so specifically this shade right here, are so perfect for a crease color. Just throw something in the crease and move on with your life. And they go on in typical Marc Jacobs fashion, obviously. So, so pretty. This was $19.99 at Marshall's. So let me give you a couple of swatches, but these are just, for being such a small palette, I feel like it's pretty versatile and it is just so perfect. I feel like I have the ultimate summer look going on right now, even though, you know, I haven't even hit spring yet. But here is a look at a few of the shades. Here's a couple of the, let's see. So these two are mattes. This is kind of like a satin, and this is the metallic that I am wearing on my lid. And they're just, I feel like for 20 bucks, this is such a good deal. I have always found Marc Jacobs palettes to be on the pricier side. Granted, I get it, it's luxury, but still, for being such a small palette, a lot of times I'm like, no, I don't feel the need to get it. Cherry one was a different story, and I am absolutely over the moon for this one. So if I find more at Marshall's, I would definitely pick them up. Oh, and then I recently picked up that gold one too that I like very, very much. So yes, I am a fan. Let's move into a couple of smaller palettes. So these are the e.l.f. Bite Size Mint palettes. I knew I wanted these. They took forever to hit Walmart, especially my local Walmart. I was like, really like the last city in the world to get these, or in the States to get them, but they finally came into stock, which definitely not a legit gripe. I'm just being dramatic. But I did pick both of them up. So it's Chocolate Mint and Mint to Be. I don't have the other bite size to compare them to, but I have to say I'm pretty impressed for it being a $4 palette. I mean, to the point where, like, I have had people asking me, people who know I use high end, people asking me, like, what are you wearing on your eyes? It's a $4 palette from Walmart. And they are so, so nice. Of the two, I'm gonna say I do prefer Mint to Be, and it's because of this bold mint shade. But quite frankly, they're both very, very pretty. And again, for being $4 palettes, if you are on a budget and you like mint shades, then these are very, very decent quality. I've been super happy with, look at how good that looks, like a mirror. I've been super happy with e.l.f. products lately, and they've always been good, but I don't really buy a lot on the drugstore side, but you know, also like on the e.l.f. side. Oh my gosh, look, this is the one that I love the most out of the two. This is meant to be, but looks like it reminds me of spearmint gum. But these are just, again, they're so worth looking into. And I like mixing both palettes. I like pairing them together. So $8 for like, it's like $1 a shade. That's crazy. So worth it, you guys. If you are on the fence, because you're not really a fan of drugstore makeup maybe, I'm not a fan of drugstore eyeshadow especially. Those are always a dud for me. But I'm happy to say otherwise. I love these very, very much. And I will continue to put them to use, even though I have a thing about smaller bite-sized mini palettes. I don't use them as often. Okay, here we go with more bite-sized mini palettes. These are the 3 palettes that Colourpop released for Valentine's Day. I am a Valentine's Day fiend. I have loved the holiday, if you could call it a holiday, even when I was single. I love the pink and red aesthetic. I love cute hearts. I just love everything about Valentine's Day. I always have. And so these were going to be a no-brainer for me. So these I found to perform on par with the, let me take them out of their boxes because I am going to keep the boxes. They're just really cute. I found them to be on par with their last little 5-pan minis, which I enjoyed very much, still do. But obviously this has like a pink and red spin on it, so I'm going to rank these higher than the others. But these are so, so pretty. If you like this kind of thing, these kind of shades. The one I love the most, you guys, is called 143. Oh my gosh. If I had to choose a favorite pink palette at this point, this would be high in the running. This would be high in my ranking because the pigmentation of this palette, especially this shade right here, is on another level. It's like candy in an eyeshadow palette, and I am here for it. This glitter, now granted, I know we shouldn't be using these on their eyes. Some of us are a little bit more daring than others. So I do use the Colourpop glitters on my eyes. I do use it with a glitter glue to try and be a little bit extra safe. I think this is the prettiest glitter I have ever seen or used of any brand, high-end or drugstore. There is a unique quality to this glitter that is just pink and lilac and rainbow color, but in a pink type of way. Anyways, I love this glitter so, so much. And when I place it, I hope you can see that. When I put it on the middle of my lid, it pops in a way that I'm like, wow. But let me show you my very favorite. Oh gosh, this is my favorite eyeshadow, pink eyeshadow of life, I think. This is a good contender, like I said, and I just did a ranking or a pink eyeshadow palette video like in time for Valentine's Day. But y'all, had I have already been like using this, I didn't get these till after Valentine's, but had I been using these then, this would have definitely been in that video. Can you believe that? That's so, so pretty. Anyways, but these are so good. I don't know if they're still on their website. I would assume they are. Like, it's rare for Colourpop eyeshadows to kind of go away. Their palettes last a very long time. And in fact, I just gotta say, I did order the Bambi ones. They were kind of pricey, but you guys know my love for Disney, and I was like, yeah, see, so here's the deal. I kind of have to have them. So anyways, let me give you a couple of swatches from, let's see, Melt for You. So this is kind of more of a mauve-y, rosy type of palette. And the pink one that I just showed you is the only palette to have a pressed glitter. So if you're opposed, then you know that information. But look how pretty this is. This is so beautiful. Colourpop doesn't disappoint very often. So anyways, I did pick those 3 up. Like I said, they arrived after Valentine's Day, so I didn't get to use them in time for Valentine's Day, but I'm totally okay with that because I can use pink the whole year through. Next up is the Pat McGrath Divine Rose Luxe Quad in Eternal Eden. This was part of her Divine Rose 2 collection. So the Divine Rose main palette I already owned because when she released it in the pink packaging, I was all up on that. So I did pick up the highlighter and the quad, and I'm just going to tell you this is probably one of my favorite quads that she's ever released, which is really saying a lot because I feel like at this point a lot of people are over the whole rose theme, Divine Rose in general. I feel like people are ready for something new. I did not anticipate loving this as much as I did. I really did not. I thought, okay, it's going to kind of be a little bit of a, not a substitute, but an add-on to the Divine Rose 2. There is something about this quad, and I'm going to tell you the primary reason is this one right here. I did not think I was going to love this shade so much, but this has a metallic finish that I was not expecting, and it is absolutely stunning. And it's more of a unique shade than what I have in my collection. And like I tell y'all, like if there's something unique, I'm like, I am here for it because I have a lot of eyeshadow. It's my favorite thing to buy. And so pretty. Anyways, but the rest of the shades are also very beautiful. They're easy to work with. I mean, would you expect any less from Pat McGrath? But wait till you see this swatched on my hand. Oh, so good. Yes, her quads are pricey. She's a Luxe brand. And sometimes I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm not paying that much for 4 shades. I'd rather, you know, save that money and put a little more down for like a more extensive palette. But with her quads, I've really grown to enjoy the quads and be willing and okay to pay the price for them, in addition to the Charlotte Tilbury ones. So I love this palette so much. And again, I feel like, I wouldn't say it's my favorite of her quads just because there's another couple of them that have also very unique shades. But this is a high contender. It's so good. Again, it's those unexpected ones that you didn't expect to love as much that when you do, you're like, oh, so happy I spent that money. All right, I've got a couple more. Let's see. This is one I have not yet used, so I don't know what to tell you if it's hit or miss. I feel like it's Morphe, so it could go either way. I did swatch a few though, and I was really impressed. This is a color scheme that, if you know me, which a lot of y'all already do, this is a color scheme that says Michelle all over it. So it's got some of the neutrals, but I am here for like pops of color. I love me a bold color, bright, neon, swimming pool vibes, that kind of thing. So I had swatched a few and I was like, I think I'm gonna like using this, but can't say for sure. And Morphe can be very hit or miss. Sometimes you get one that looks beautiful and then you start playing with it and you're like, I don't know about this. So let me give you a few swatches so that you know what I'm talking about. It's like beaming. Beam me up, Scotty. So pretty. I'm very excited to put this one to use, especially because I think for summer, oh my gosh, like to look at them, I'm like, it's so pretty. I could look at this all day. This is the kind of thing that gives me an absolute just excitement over makeup. So again, my apologies that I can't give you a true like, oh yeah, this is the best thing ever by the brand, but I really can't. So the month got away from me and still need to put that one to use, but I did purchase it this month. Okay, the last two I did not purchase. The last two were gifted to me and in a way that just my heart is absolutely touched. And it was actually a gift from a subscriber, from one of y'all. And Noe has been with my channel for even the early stages. And so probably the videos that I would cringe if I watched at this point. So, but she has such a kindred spirit. She has such a sweet spirit, a beautiful heart. Noe, you know I love you, and you know, I feel like we're kindred spirits. We haven't met, but we've met in this way, and I feel like, you know, if we ever met in real life, you know, it'd be one of those things where like we've known each other forever. So thank you, Noe, for this. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you for it. So that being said, y'all know in my last month's video, I had featured a couple of the Sweet Shop palettes by BH Cosmetics. I was a little bummed that I hadn't picked up the others when they were still available because they're hard to get now. Well, she had reached out and said that she had this one. She wasn't really going to use it anymore. And if she could send it to me. And I was like, yes, please. You guys, this is so good. I have to show you. So I posted an Instagram picture not too long ago. It's my latest Instagram picture. And one of the shades, I used the pink palette by Colourpop that I showed you. And then I also used this shade right here called Sugar. I did not want to even take my makeup off at the end of the day. These shadows are so good, and why did I pass on them? But anyways, so beautiful. This palette did not disappoint, just like the other two. There is such a cotton candy vibe with this palette. A lot of times brands will name a palette a certain way and you're like, I don't really see it. With this, I can absolutely see everything cotton candy related. And cotton candy is my husband's very favorite dessert. So we got a lot of experience over here at this house buying cotton candy, let me tell you. But I do want to give you a couple of these swatches because they are so pretty. So good. I love these. Now, a couple of them, because they're on the more pastel side, you need to build them up a little bit. So like this one right here. Oh man, but under or over a white base, and all of them don't need a white base. It's just the lightest ones. So good. So good. So I was incredibly excited to get my hands on this one. I would highly suggest, if you've had any kind of interest in these Sweet Shop palettes, that you would go to the BH Cosmetics website and maybe sign up for the email. That's what I did, and I'm hoping that they re-release the others soon. I don't know. But anyways, so the other item that Noe sent me, which is something I had kind of been wanting to try for a while, and just is kind of one of those things where if it's not sold at like Sephora or Ulta or whatever, you kind of put it off. And that's just what I had been doing. So Give Me Glow, they're always posting on Instagram, and I had stopped following them for a while because I was like, I'm probably never going to get around to buying some. But then Trend Mood would post things and I'm like, gosh, those look really metallic. Those look nice. And long story short, I never ended up getting any. Well, she sent me a few. And you guys, I'm a little bit concerned that I went so long without trying them out, because I feel like, ooh, sorry if I'm blinding you. I feel like I need to make up for lost time. These are stunning. Noe, you were absolutely right. These are really beautiful. So let me give you all a couple of swatches, and then I will probably be doing a video in the near future with a couple of these. But they're, wow. Like, everything you see in the pictures is legit. So now I know. And in pricing them, they don't look too bad. I mean, it's kind of, it's your indie brand. So you're going to end up paying for shipping and stuff like that. But you guys, for this type of pigmentation, oh my goodness. And I've worn these a couple of times, and these are the types of pigments that you can put something in the crease and put one of these all over the lid and you're good. Because if not, there's too much going on the lid, because they are so vibrant, so rich. They look like metal, and it's hard to find a pigment or an eyeshadow that really can stand up to that claim, because a lot of times it's like, ooh, this looks like liquid metal, and then you put it on the eyes and you're like, what happened? No, with these, yeah, that does stand to be true. So thanks again, Noe, and I am super excited to keep on playing with these, because y'all, if there's anything I love, it is a bold, amazing, see me next door eyeshadow look. I say that about highlight, but I mean it about eyeshadow too. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the palettes that I got for the month of February, that I picked up during the month of February. Hopefully, if you've had your eye on any one of these, that it will kind of sway you maybe one way or the other. Maybe you're looking at it now and you're like, yeah, no, that's not for me. So before I let you go, let me give you guys a very quick verse of the day. Okay, my friends, I will leave you with Psalm 91:14 and 15, and it says, "Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him." With that verse, it is my encouragement to you that if you are in a place of loneliness, or if you feel abandoned, if you don't know who to call on, who you can trust, it is my prayer that God would make himself so very real to you in this moment, that you would feel just such a peace overtake you, that you would know that you can call on him and trust him. It's an amazing thing to have the creator of the universe as your very best friend, because in my most difficult times, in my deepest times of sadness, of darkness, whatever, I know that I have been able to call. I knew that I could call on him and that he would answer my prayers. Sometimes it's not always yes. Sometimes you get an answer you don't want, like no. But he's always doing what's best for you to take care of you and protect you. So it is my prayer, if you don't already know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, that he would make himself so very real to you that there would be no doubt in your mind that he exists and that he loves you. All right, my friends, well, I'll throw up a phone number as usual in case you need prayer, in case you need someone to talk to. No cost or anything. It's just, basically, it's just there. I'm offering it to you in case you need to unload, or in case you have a prayer request. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. You know I love and appreciate each and every one of you, but remember, Jesus loves you so, so much more. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Until the next one, please stay safe and stay well. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.